My name is Brittany. This is Angeline. She's my niece. She is now about 15 months old, and she's epileptic, and that's why we go to Botanacare.
We decided to branch out from just making cookies and brownies to a tincture line, and that tincture line has just taken off. It's huge. We're treating lots of these little children that have seizures.
Her very first seizure, my mom and sister found her blue. They didn't know it was a seizure. We had no idea she was epileptic. She was rushed to the hospital, and then from there it took the hospital a while before they determined it was seizures and that she was epileptic. And when they figured she had epilepsy, they started her on a bunch of different medications.
There's a lot of medications that are making people sicker and causing a lot of problems.
My sister was supportive and just wanted her seizures to stop. So she really was anything that would work.
We've seen a miracle. We sat in our little store and we stayed focused on the human in front of us, not the big picture at that point. At that point, it was just the suffering soul in front of us.
First medication, they started with one at first, and it had a little results for a couple of days, and then they wouldn't have results. So the doctor's solution was to up the medication. After a while, she got a new one added, and they'd up that one so much, and then they'd add another one. And she wasn't thriving. You didn't get a lot of noise, the playfulness that she is now. She really didn't do anything you typical babies would do at that age.
I look at things like Oxycontin and how easily prescribed that drug is, and then where that leads, there's a lot of heroin use from that.
At its worst, she was at almost 20 seizures a day. Her longest seizure lasted a little over 4 minutes.
We can take children that have seizures and can't remember 6 months of living because they never stop having one before the next one comes. And we can give that child life. We can give it its memories, and it can grow and develop like everyone else.
Unfortunately, it's one of those things you end up starting to get used to. But sleeping is never easy. My sister didn't sleep much with her because you never knew when she was going to have one.
Every parent wants their child to be the same, to have the same opportunities that the rest of the world has.
We started with the whole medical marijuana when she got maxed out on her third medication.
So what we figured out was we learned how to medicate without the negative, which is the head high to cannabis for most suffering people. So we learned how to get around THC. We never eliminated it. It's still it's a very productive part of this medicine. But we learned how to get around the head high, the psychoactive effect of cannabis.
All the dosing is on the label, so people know every single drop carries this much CBD.
We started seeing videos pop up on the internet of kids taking them and starting CBD oil, and there'd be results. So we started reaching out and looking for what we needed to do to get her started on it, because we couldn't take no more of the seizures, the medications. And when you read the side effects of the medications, that they don't always tell you all the side effects.
A lot of them have terrible side effects, and that's one of the things that I find very beneficial from cannabis. There's no terrible side effects.
Within the first couple of days of her starting the CBD oil, her physical therapist even saw a huge difference. She started to reach and was more interactive and started making more noise. Before her seizure, she would blow raspberries like she's doing now all the time. When they started her on all those medications, she never did that.
I'm not saying cannabis is right for every person, but what I am saying is that when all else has failed, it is a place to come to see if you can find a solution there.
We're starting to see her personality come back. She's vocal. Hopefully she will start getting a little more mobile. This last month, she's finally able to sit up on her own pretty much. She rocks. Of course, she makes all her noises, holds her own bottle. She's starting to catch up to where any other average 15-month-old would be.
Now, the whole passion has kind of shifted towards these patients that are getting a better life because of cannabis. That's the part I love about this industry, that this plant is working for so many people.
I don't care. I will not let these people down. I don't care if I ever take another day off. I don't care if I sleep. If marijuana treats these disorders, I will find the solution.